This is Dabu7, and this news here is absolutely huge, and to me, it's not an accident. All of this was done on purpose. It was put into motion on purpose, and there's no way they could have created any of this and put this into motion without knowing that any of this was possible. It's just my opinion. I know how the alphabet gangs work out here. I know how they work with some of the biggest companies out here like Microsoft and Bill Gates and all these others. There's all kinds of backdoor deals. And when it comes to technology, when it comes to computers, when it comes to chips, your cell phones, iPhones, the whole nine, your alphabet gangs in this country have been hard at work for years into manipulating all of those products with backdoors and with chips that make them accessible. Now, as we were talking about this in a private group last night, it was brought up that this was written into Intel's code to be able to allow them to peek into someone's computer, whether it was on or off or connected to a network at their choosing. Now, that was dealing with Intel. The problem that we have here across the board beyond Intel is affecting Intel, AMD, and ARM. All of these using small chips, and you're talking billions of devices that have a vulnerability that allows hackers to get in and to access and to perform two functions. The first one is what they're calling Spectre, where they say that the individuals can come in and they can affect the system by exploiting the barriers. They can basically dissolve the barriers that separate different applications, and they can otherwise trick them into leaking information stored on their memory to that. The second part of it is called Meltdown, where the hackers melt security boundaries between the user applications and the operating system that is enforced by hardware. They're saying that the hackers can exploit these vulnerabilities to gain access to the memory of other programs and the operating system, which could include passwords and other sensitive data. This is big. It's going down as being one of the biggest bugs and glitches they've ever known of thus far. They're not talking about it in extreme detail. To me, I don't think they want to geek too many people out, but what this shows is that all of these devices, I'm talking billions of them, are susceptible, and if anything happens from here on out, things start to get attacked and go down. I'm warning you people. It's the same hand that has done this every other time. Every staged event, anything that happens on this world stage is put into motion by these same groups that have no oversight. No one oversees them. They go out, they do whatever they want. Now just imagine. These mystery men show up, they knock people off, they change the scope of history. Everyone out here knows it, but no one wants to call them out. No one wants to ride up against their corruption. No one wants to show up at their place of work and haul them out and throw them in a jail cell. Until that day comes, America, you're losing. Until you get up off your tail and you overthrow the wickedness and the corruption that is in this country and globally, you're going to suffer. If you think it's just going to fade away into the shadows, you're wrong. If you think it's just going to disappear and things are going to change for the better, you're wrong. These evil people are not going to leave willingly. And they're going to tap you, track you, and control you every which way they can, every step of the way. Now, this shows proof that they literally have a backdoor in everything, is how I see it. And others can turn a cheek to it until the whole thing comes down, or till servers are getting hit and hacked for banks and other exchanges or other sites, and things start to come up missing. Then they're going to say, oh, you need this patch, you need this fixed, all these things. More things that they're supplying as a solution to the problem that they created. You see? Problem, reaction, solution. They supply all of it. This is a huge heads up, folks. Huge heads up in terms of what's going on with all of our computers out here in technology. I'll talk about this more this Friday, Underground World News Live. Hope to see you guys there.